Welcome back to another Friday recap with XpertVR, and happy Canada Day to all of my fellow Canadians. Today we are going over the future of augmented reality, virtual reality search and rescue for firefighters, and more. So let's jump into it. First, looking at the future of augmented reality, The Ghost Hallows of the Scared Ghost by Anthony Vitilo put out this interesting article talking about Mojo Vision and their CEO successfully wearing a smart contact lens in his eye for over an hour. So really exciting news up until now to use this AR, augmented reality contact lens. You just kind of held it in this little thing and you could squint and look through it. And this is a major step forward in creating augmented reality or smart contact lenses. I'm very interested in this and how it could be used to recreate a whole new world around you. I think for educators, this could be amazing for being able to put somebody into a real world environment and then have a whole scenario happen around them, whether that be a business scenario where they need to talk to an avatar that is walking throughout the real world, but obviously a 3D virtual avatar in the real world, or maybe EMS rushing into a building and there's all kinds of people on the ground injured in different states and you need to decide who to help first and how to help them. All kinds of different scenarios using augmented reality just built into contact lenses. And between this and between augmented reality glasses coming out, this could really be the future of how people learn and interact, getting rid of phones and laptops and all of the like. Secondly, still in the virtual reality space here, SideQuest can now be accessed inside your VR headset. So if you're an educator and using virtual reality and you're not using just the apps that are on like the Oculus App Store or Steam VR, or well, especially if you're using the Oculus Quest or the Meta Quest now, you're probably used to SideQuest. Basically, this is software that you download onto your computer, you plug in your headset, and then you can install third-party software onto your headset. So whenever us at XpertVR are building VR simulations for our clients, this is the software we use or they use to install applications onto their headsets. And so really exciting to see that now you can install the SideQuest app onto your VR headset, and then any applications that are available on SideQuest can be directly installed onto your Oculus Quest headset without any cables, just like you would use the built-in Oculus App Store. So really exciting just to make it a lot easier for our clients as we're releasing applications, as well as anybody releasing really anything from education to entertainment, to have access to a much larger audience through the SideQuest app on the headset. Now moving on to the blockchain crypto NFT area of innovation, was really excited to see this new DAO or Decentralized Autonomous Organization coming out. So it's Open Science. It was originally an organization that addressed concerns about scientific research, now has been renamed to DeSci, and basically taking Open Science, this large organization, and turning it into a decentralized autonomous organization and evolving it. And what I think is really interesting here is basically this DAO, which, if you don't know, a DAO is basically like a co-op. So bringing together people from around the world or people from a specific industry to work together towards a common goal and all being able to benefit from it. And there's all kinds of intricacies that I won't get into here, but as operating as a DAO, this DeSci scientific research community can bring together stakeholders and researchers to raise funds for areas that they're interested in. So researching a new drug or medicine, they could raise funds to do this research, and then if successful in creating it and releasing it, then everybody that helped fund that project, kind of like a Kickstarter, as well as everybody that was a part of that project, would then benefit from the success of it. So I think this is a really interesting way of looking at how many organizations could move in the future, but looking at the research community, possibly having multiple universities and colleges involved in this type of medical research, and then being able to first partner in that way to do the research together, and then releasing that medicine in the way that they see fit, and being able to split the profits and revenue so they can reinvest into further research in other areas. I think this is just a really interesting way to structure everything and make sure that those funds are distributed properly after the release of this drug or medicine. Now moving on over to the search and rescue side of things and what we've been up to at XpertVR. So really excited to finally share our search and rescue simulation. We put out a case study earlier this week, just talking about the simulation that we created and the problem. Basically, firefighters today, it's very hard to get access to hands-on training, and even when they do, every year a few firefighters die in just training situations, as well as thousands more getting injured. So creating this simulation, you can check out the video. Here's a picture of what the fire looks like inside. Creating this simulation, we're working with Conestoga College. We hope will save a lot of lives in training, as well as prepare a lot of people to be much safer and prepared going into these real life scenarios. Great feedback already, and we're starting to continue building this out. So great case study, and really happy to finally be able to share this. Then lastly, a project that I'm really interested in is Lowe's launching their 3D assets for building the Metaverse. So basically, Lowe's has come together across their organization to create the Lowe's Open Builder, basically 500 3D assets of different products that Lowe's creates and distributes. And they have made it so you can use these inside of their Open Builder, but as well are completely unrestricted reuse across the Metaverse, so completely open source from what I understand. And I think this is very exciting, obviously in the education space. Lots of industries that are hands-on in the trades are using tools that Lowe's would sell. So being able to have access to these to better teach students is amazing, as well as having access to these as 3D artists, developers, any students looking to create things that might use any of these 500 assets. Makes it a lot easier to create these types of simulations, to learn from these simulations, and just have better access to high quality 3D models to do what they want to do. So I think this could impact so many areas in the education space, as well as hopefully impact the larger metaverse as more institutions, more organizations, and businesses see the benefit of releasing their 3D assets into the metaverse open source, so that anybody can start building and using those assets to be more creative, and in turn just giving more advertising, more publicity, and more support to these organizations that are supporting the future open source side of the world. So that again was your XpertVR Friday recap for Canada Day, or July 1st. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend, has lots of fun plans if you're in Canada. If you're in the United States, happy Independence Day on Monday, and look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one.